come along here, look at all that grass. It's blowing all this grass inside of here. Now, if I want to stop that from happening, look at that. Almost no grass in there, okay? This was from earlier when I was messing around. But I'll show you, I'll do it down here. And I gotta fix all this mulch with a bad storm. A lot. The reason why that happens is because depending on how your head here rotates, you're either throwing the grass into the mulch or throwing it out of the mulch. If I'm looking down on it, it's spinning this way, right? So when I hit the grass in there, I want to be moving right to left, right? Because when I'm moving from right to left, when it's cutting the grass, it's actually throwing the grass back into the grass. All right, now if I was going the other way, if I was going to go left to right, if I was going to go this way, look at the way this thing's rotating. This thing's rotating this way. So if I was going this way and I'm cutting and it's rotating this way, it's just going to throw the grass into the mulch. I know this is like very simple, but a lot of people I feel like maybe don't know this information or just forget it. What I do is I have basically a path that I always go. So whenever I'm cutting, come out of my shed, I grab my weed whacker and I literally go all the way around. As you figure this path out in your lawn, you'll find a really good rhythm and you'll be able to go around your entire property, you know, do all the weed eating, and you won't have any grass or a minimal amount of grass. I mean, grass does blow around, so you may get a little bit in there, but it'll really cut down. You know, I mean, that's a lot worse than, you know, the examples down here where we did it. Yeah, you saw a little bit blue in there, but you're never gonna get it 100%. You also wanna make sure that you're kind of straight on, right? If you go like this, you're actually gonna start throwing the grass in. So you wanna make sure you're straight on. All right, so you have to play with this a little bit, but this is the way that you could do it. The first thing you have to do is figure out which way it rotates. So if it rotates to the left, like this one does, right? That means you need to cut to the left. Some of them rotate the other way. There are weed whackers that go the other way. So if they go the other way, that means you need to work the opposite direction. I wrote a big arrow and I had an arrow pointing this way. And that would just tell me that I need to go, whenever I'm cutting, from the right to the left, okay? So what I could do is, never cut towards yourself. Maybe scratch in an arrow. Made a video on this a couple years ago on TikTok. TikTok video got like 4 million views. A lot of comments, a lot of people didn't know it. So I figured I'd share it on the YouTube channel. I'm Mike, Family DIY TV. Please consider subscribing. I share a bunch of things like this, DIY stuff, and I'm Weed Whacker out.